Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Damola Akintunde, and if you're here, it means that you are interested in my twist out routine. I don't blame you, the hair is looking good. The fun thing about this twist out routine is that I actually did it in about 8 hours. So I did my wash day and my styling. I started at 2 o'clock and I'm now just ending around like 10ish. And I still have a style that looks like it's like day 2 hair. It will get better, but at least like I can walk out of the house feeling really comfortable and confident in my hair. But before I even get into that, I do want to acknowledge there are literally multiple genocides happening right now. So if it's not already obvious by my other platforms, if you're not on my other platforms, I did want to say free Palestine, free Congo, free Haiti, free Sudan, and free any other group of people that are currently experiencing the impact of imperialism and colonialism. I'm doing my part by sharing on social media, on my stories, reposting on TikTok the voices of other people who I know are more knowledgeable and actually have on-the-ground knowledge about what's happening in these various places. I know for specific instances like Congo, I am still learning. So there is a website that I think is a really good starting place that I will be putting in my description bar. So yeah, let's get started. So I already cleansed my hair and I'm just showing you that I use water and the Mousse Def. That's all I use for products. And this is about the amount I use for each section. I like to go in and just start off by finger detangling the section with the mousse. And I'm really getting deep in there. Like I'm low-key shingling my hair at this point, making sure that I'm hitting the roots. If your hair is not coated properly, that's when the style doesn't set properly, in my opinion. In terms of like how... Oh, first of all, this brush from Pattern, I'm using this to detangle further, but your hair should be pretty detangled from your wash day. But in terms of the size of the section, I would say it depends on how fluffy you want your hair. These are going to be slightly smaller in the back, just to allow for a little bit more elongation, but as I get to the middle of my hair, I tend to go a little bit chunkier. Now you can see I do like the rolling method where you like roll underneath. I'll show you in a close-up a better way to describe it, but I do a hanging knot at the end of all of my twists so that it gives that like really curly fro effect. You don't have to do this. This is just a preference to get the style that I normally have. I didn't mention this before, but I actually start off with 6 sections. And each section ends up having around 4 twists, if that's helpful in terms of, because I've had someone ask me like how many twists I do over or do around my head, and that's probably good to note. I'm just gonna keep going through the process of twisting my hair, just parting it, making sure it's parted evenly. And like I said, it's going to be a pretty tight twist in order to get that curl definition that you're looking for. So I went ahead and skipped to the front. You can see that even with the mousse in my hair, I'm adding water. But yeah, here's the close-up so that you can see exactly the technique I do. So when you're parting, again, make sure you're parting in pretty even sections and just keeping that to the side with like clips to make it easier for you to see what you're working with. Try to be as gentle as possible when it comes to my edges or the hair closer to the edge of my hair. So like I said, part it as evenly as possible. And then starting from the root, you're gonna twist and then roll it underneath itself on both sides. Me slowing it down, I think I was overthinking it, but you can see that it's not just a regular twist, it's like a rope twist. So you're twisting it under and then over. The more you practice it, the more intuitive it gets. That's why I'm able to do it so quickly. But you can see me twisting all the way down to the bottom of the strands. And then once I get to the end, that's when I kind of twist the end and then fold it onto itself. I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit. But yeah, I hold it where I want the hanging knot to start, and then I just start wrapping it around itself. This works the best on like hair with product, in my opinion. Dry hair doesn't hold at all. And I wanted to note here, like this mousse is incredible. The definition is insane. I haven't tried a wash and go with this yet by itself. I tried it with gel and I didn't love it. But I think if I just was more intentional, I could probably do it. And here is the last twist. When I tell you I'm always so tired by the end of this. But I did this entire process, I believe, in like 45 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. I just know how to twist quickly now, but I am so ready. And so now that I'm done, I actually sit underneath a dryer for about an hour if I really, really want it to set. Since I am doing this as a same day style, we are actually going to come back and do the next step, which is stretching out my hair. So because of the curls at the end, this tends to be kind of, a style with more shrinkage. Again, if you're trying to avoid that, don't curl the ends. But in order for me to get that volume I'm looking for, I'm going to stretch the hair. But once you see with the unraveling process, the curls are looking good. Like, it's so moisturized. Again, I love this product. And I use this hair dryer with the nozzle attachment to hit the roots. And I use high heat, low speed. I think it's called speed. I don't know. It can get pretty hot, so be careful. But I am a indirect heat girly, so I'm not really afraid of heat. But you can see how it stretched out my hair. And then I'm gonna use that clip to kind of keep it stretched. But I actually am curious about hair weights. I feel like that would be good. But you can just tell, like, again, this is for the person who wants immediate volume along with their definition. If you want to focus on definition, let this bad boy marinate and, let it fluff out over the course of the week. But I was looking to do this pretty immediately. I did notice on the other side of my head, it was wet. That was really annoying, but I did hit it with the diffuser just to get it a little bit drier before I started stretching so it wouldn't frizz as much. But at this point, this is the side by side. You can see the length when I stretch it, but we're still not done. We're gonna use these scrunchies to do the banding method just to have it stretch. And I'm gonna do this or sit with this at least like 20 minutes. Again, if you have the time to do this, go ahead and do it. If not, you can skip this and go straight to the hair picking process, which you'll see in a second. But I actually do this method overnight as well if I'm trying to stretch out my hair. And we're back after letting it set for a little bit. And this is the fun part. This is when we actually get to fluff the curls out a bit. I'm not using any oils in my hand. I don't use raw oils. This is the Pattern Beauty pick that I like using to pick out my hair. I will say, if you don't want to disturb the curls, focus on the roots, but you can kind of see I'm just trying to get a cute fro. This is not a super defined style. I think the fun of it is the fact that you can tell that I'm really going through it. I actually don't have an outro here. But this is the final look, and I absolutely love it. This is my signature style, in my opinion, especially at this length. I just kind of pick it to my desire, but ultimately, this is the look. I hope you enjoyed this video. come back next time. Let me know what you want to see on the channel.